Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Knock to Know. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall is a ghost that reportedly haunts Raynham Hall in Norfolk, England. It became one of the most famous hauntings in the United Kingdom when photographers from Country Life magazine claim to have captured its image. The Brown Lady is so named because of the brown bro code it is claimed that she wears. According to legend, the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall is a ghost of Dorothy Walpole, the sister of Robert Walpole, generally regarded as the first Prime Minister of Great Britain. She was the second wife of Charles Townshend, second Viscount Townshend, who was notorious for his violent temper. The story says that when Townshend discovered that his wife had committed adultery with Lord Wharton, he punished her by locking her in her room. According to Mary Wortley Montagu, Dorothy was in fact entrapped by the Countess of Wharton. She invited Dorothy over to stay for a few days, knowing that her husband would never allow her to leave, not even to see her children. She remained at Raynham Hall until her death in 1726 from smallpox. The island of Poveglia is located between Venice and Lido, in the region of northern Italy. The island's first recorded history dates back to 421. Until date, whatever we know, whatever that is being told and research about the place has been all a big scary roller coaster ride. Poveglia Island is now permanently closed for any visitors, whether local or tourist. Now we all know Poveglia Island as one of the world's most haunted places. So much so that the island is uninhabited and permanently closed for visitors. Imagine being sent to an island just to die. That was Poveglia Island for most people in Venice for a very long time. Back in 421, the island's first ever residents found refuge on this island from the barbaric invaders. The island remained barely populated till the 14th century. Everything was smooth till the time one after another. Everyone left the island, and when the Black Death or the bubonic plague of the 13th came, the island became a convenient dumping ground for the infected, death and dying, a quarantine colony if you will. Tens of thousands of sick and dying were dumped here and were left to die. Obviously there was no hope of coming back from there. It's as if those who were sent here were fully aware of the fact that they were here to only die in agony. Both dead and the ones too sick to fight back were dumped here. If you think that was bad, wait till you learn about what happened in Poveglia Island in the 18th to the early 90s. That's one of the reasons why we are reading about this today. From the 18th to the early part of the 19th, the island was turned into a mental asylum, the Poveglia Asylum. Everybody knew that this place was anything but rehabilitation. The resident doctor carried out strange and bizarre experiment on this patient, which caused a lot of death and irreversible damage to the patients. Sometime in the 1930s, the doctor himself turned mad and took his own life. Now the ghosts of those who perished during the bubonic plague, those perished in the mental asylum, and the ghost of the crazy doctor himself reside in the island. Until very recently, the Venetian government was trying to redevelop the island, but things are just too dark on this island. No institution lasts long, no work can take place. Unexplained incidents are way too much for anyone to make sense of. That's why today the island stays closed for good. Legend of Haunted Bhangarh Fort. Another Bhangarh Fort story pertains to Princess Ratnavati. According to legends, her beauty was non-peril and stories of her surpassing physical attractiveness even transcended kingdoms and borders. When she turned 18, suitors from several states asked for her hand in marriage. Of all these suitors were a sorcerer named Thankyou, who was aware of the fact that he was no match for the princess. However, he decided to entice her with the magical powers he possessed. He was lucky enough to see Princess Ratnavati mistress in the market and enchanted the oil she was purchasing with black magic. He was one of the hope that the princess would surrender herself to him upon touching the oil. However, his attempt was futile as Ratnavati witnessed his trick and poured the oil on the ground, which then morphed into a rock. rolled towards the magician and crushed him. Before dying, Singhia crushed the city of Bhangarh to death, and as a result, it never witnessed any rebirth. Moreover, in the battle between Ajaygarh and Bhangarh, Princess Ratnavati was killed, thus adding more weight to this malediction. Hopes, however, never die, as several locals are of the belief that she was returned in a different form and will ultimately come back to the end the unfortunate spell on Bhangarh. That's it for today's video. I will meet you in the next video. Till then, please like, share and comment below which part do you like the most, and yes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.